In this video, we'll just quickly go over the reports that are available for volunteers. These reports, there's a Shift Sheets report and a Volunteer Sheets report. And you can get to these reports either from the Volunteers navigation bar, or you can get to them from the General Reports page that's under Convention Tools. And just scroll down to the Volunteers area. There's a Print Shift Sheets, Print Volunteer Sheets. There's also an Export Volunteer Schedule, which we won't go over here. We will go over that in the scheduling video. So let's look at the Print Shift Sheets. So this is Print Volunteer Shift Sheets, and this is again accessible from the Shift Sheets link you can see above in the Volunteers navbar. And basically you have a couple options for choosing how to sort the shifts. We're going to leave it on sorted by time, and then you just click on Generate Volunteer Shift Sheets. And that generates a PDF. We'll open that in another browser window. And some of my shifts that I've created don't have volunteers yet, so we'll just scroll down here to Coat Check Friday Morning. And this is what a shift sheet will look like. It has the name of the shift at the top, has the day it's on, the room it's in, if there's a room, the start and end times, and description if you've put it in will go in, and then it just has the list of volunteers and their phone numbers, and also it'll include their notes to you if they've entered any. So that's the volunteer shift sheet. Note that there's no option to print these sheets by shift, so it's an all or nothing report. And we will now go to the Volunteer Sheets report. And the Volunteer Sheets report is basically the same information as in the Shift Sheets report, but from the point of view of the volunteer for the volunteer to use. So you would print out a volunteer sheet report, or you print out the Volunteer Sheets report for the volunteers to give to the volunteers as a reminder of their schedule. So there aren't any options for the Volunteer Sheets report. It'll be sorted by the volunteer names. You just go ahead and click on Generate Volunteer Sheets, and it creates the report. And we will open it up. And you can see for the volunteer sheet, it has the name of the volunteer at the top, and it has their contact information. It has the total shifts that they are scheduled for, and any additional information that you had them enter on their application, the custom fields. And then it shows their scheduled shifts, and you can see Andy is scheduled for Coat Check Friday Morning, for the shift Coat Check Friday Morning from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the entrance hall. He's scheduled for Saturday Shift 2 and another Coat Check on Sunday. And if we scroll down, we can see Betty Boop is scheduled for 4 shifts, all Coat Check, all in the entrance hall, and so on. Now, this sheet here, when you access it from the link in the navigation bar, is an all or nothing report. You don't have the option of printing a volunteer sheet for just one volunteer, say. If you want to do that, though, that's possible. You would in order to do that, you would go find the volunteer for whom you want to print the volunteer sheet, and it'll be accessible from their view page, and that is stated here on the page. This will generate a PDF for all of your volunteers. You can access the report for a single volunteer from a volunteer's view page. So we will go to the volunteers page. We want to print this for just Andy, and we will look at view, and you can see right here is the print volunteer sheet button on the same row as the name. And now what happens is this will take you to the print volunteer sheet page, printing page, but now you see you have just one. It'll just generate the sheet for one volunteer who is listed above the button. So if we click the button and we open that up, so this is just the report for Andy, and there's only one page. You can't scroll up or down. that's how that works.